Okay, today I want to do a video about some of the PVC sabers that I've done. As you probably know, I started ACLightsabers, basically doing PVC sabers. I'm still doing it now, although I have a mixture of aluminium sabers, which and more will be coming soon. But I just want to show you some of the things that got me started with lightsabers, what I've built over the years. And basically I've seen people like Ultra Sabers, they also started with PVC sabers. People like Vader's Vault also started with PVC sabers. So PVC is basically a much easier material to work with, and it's very easy to come up with a model very quickly. Okay, it doesn't take a lot of time to come up with a new model. And basically I live in an apartment, so basically there's no way for me to put a lathe inside here and do metal work and those kind of things. Okay, so PVC is basically the most convenient kind of material to work with. Okay, I start with one of the very first models that I did. The very first model, this is the very first model that I did for sale. This is called the Darth Standard, and of course those days I used this big kind of plastic switch, okay, which protrudes out quite a bit. Okay, it's got a little bit of influence lah. The head part is about from the Vader. This one is wrapped. This is basically wrapped with a rubber strip. Okay, and after some time, if you use it, then it starts to become shiny like this. Okay, initially when it comes, it's a bit quite matte lah, but after use, when you transfer oil to the grip, then it becomes quite shiny. Okay, and even those days, the screws that we use are those normal cross type screws. Now we have changed to the Allen key type of screws. Okay, two windows here to let out the light. Okay, this is my Darth Standard model. Okay, those days the LED module that we use is like this. Okay, so this is the aluminium casing, basically taken from a torchlight. You know those torchlight. I cut them because the diameter is just nice to go inside here, and then here we have a lens module, and then the lens will be inside here fitted. It will be right up against the lens module, and for dissipation of heat we use a copper tube. The copper tube is directly touching the LED module, so that is where the heat sink is. Okay, this is those days, and those days I would wire this with a quick disconnect. Okay, so that if they want to change the color, all they have to do is just slide this thing out, unplug this, and plug in a new module. Okay, so this is one of the earliest. Nowadays our LED module is like this. Okay, this is much thicker. This big chunk here is actually a heat sink. Okay, the lens and everything, it all goes inside the singular LED module. And from there I made our Darth Vader module. My first sabers, when it came out, everything all stunned. There is no sound card inside. Okay, and subsequent models, what I did was I experimented with, I bought toy sabers from the shops at retail price, and then open up the saber and then reuse the sound card to modify inside my sabers. Okay, this is one of the earlier models. This is the Vader inspired model. Okay, and this one has got sound, no battery inside. I didn't put in any batteries. Okay, so this is the Vader model, and vented with sound. And normally our speaker, this that comes with the sound, is bigger than the diameter. This thing here is 1 inch, and this speaker is 28 inch. Therefore it sits outside here, but it's sandwiched between this pommel here, and so it sits in the middle here and it's sandwiched by that. Okay, so it's quite secure inside. The earlier ones, some of the models, the LED module is not locked down, so there's a bit of a shake with the LED. It won't come out, but the moment when you put a blade inside, then it's secured between the blade and the switch. Okay, so this is our Vader model. This is also one of our earlier, this I call it the Anakin model. Okay, this one also got no battery, because some of them have been put on the shelf for a long time, so I took out the battery in case it got corroded. Okay. This is of course inspired by the Graflex model. The older ones has got a different kind of a shape here, and then this part here I just blacked it out to give the impression, you know, of the clip. There is no bunny ears in the earlier version, and I put 2 gold dots here to simulate the pins. Okay. Subsequent models, the ones that we have currently, instead of just blacking this out, I actually cut out this piece here so that light can shine through from here. The old one, no. And then the 2 gold pins here, a lot of the customers who are not familiar with Graflex, and they ask, what is all this gold thing here? No, I don't like this thing, can you remove it? So subsequent models we have done this with just the hole there, and then without the 2 gold dots. And still people ask me, hey, how come there's a hole here, and it looks, but you have to educate them that this is basically a copy of the Graflex model, and the design of the original clamp is that. I've also added a low profile bunny ears. Okay, and this is the blade retention screw. I don't put a big round screw there with the red color or anything, so this is functional to tie down the LED to tie down the blade. The LED retention screw is somewhere inside here, about here, underneath this shrub, so you can't really see it because it's already covered by the shrub. Okay. Later models also have the grip here, the grip section a bit shorter than the earlier ones, so that the proportion looks better. Okay, and stunt models normally do not come with the pommel with a vented hole like that. We just use a stopper to stop the ends. Okay, so this is my Anakin model. One thing that you probably notice right from the start, when we mention PVC sabers, a lot of the PVC sabers on the market basically painted. So one look at it, you know, oh, this is like a PVC saber because of that painted look. So for me to do painting in this apartment here, because I don't have any land outside, so it's quite difficult. So for me, the method will be to use vinyl wraps. Okay, these are used for cars and those kind of things. And besides that, the chrome look and all those, the chrome kind of wrap and the black wrap give it more of a metallic look. So it looks less like a PVC saber and actually more like a metal saber. Okay, next one we have here is what I call the Starkiller 3 model. Okay, I've done this after the Starkiller 2 model, which is from the Force Unleashed 2 game. That one, unfortunately, I don't have it because I have sold every model that I've made. So this one is the following model. This is Starkiller 3. This is basically made for that time it was a young boy. Okay, the father is a dear friend of mine, and I gifted him with this saber. And this is one of the saber. If you look at all this all comes with quite thick grips. Okay, and this one is leather wrap. So one of the concern for young boys is that their hands will probably be smaller, so I want them to be able to grip the thing nicely. Therefore, with this, I do not use any of the thick grips or any of the rubber grips. This is down to the actual outer diameter of the PVC the tube itself. Okay, just wrap with a vinyl wrap. Okay, so this is the smallest diameter or smallest, slimmest hilt that we have. So this is actually quite slim. Okay, so this is the Star Killer 3. I've also done this model is called a Cleans. This is actually a very straight model with no ups and downs, with no chokes and everything. Okay, just some holes behind to simulate the grip, and the whole thing is in chrome. The switches will be at the back. So this is the Cleans model. Okay, at some point I also explored the, what do you call it, the Force Unleashed 2 model. Okay, this is on the ones on the poster with the, you know, the twin sabers that's being held. Okay, this is my Reliant model. Okay, and this one is a fake button that I put on here, because the original one has a red there. This is my normal on off switch. Those days we're still using this, and here I put in, and this is one of my first ventures into LED accent LEDs. So inside here is a LED, and this LED blinks and change color. So at the moment you turn it on, this one will start, and then it will change color, and it will blink as well at quite not a very fast rate, but quite slow rates. Now all these things you can actually see if you go to my Facebook, ACLightsabers. If you run back one or 2 years ago, you'll be able to see some of the videos of all this in action. Okay, this is my Reliant model, and people like Ultra Sabers has one which is quite similar called the Bellicose. Saber Forge also has one called the Reliant as well. Okay, now this one is my Raptor model. The Raptor model has got 3 slits here. Okay, and one switch here. This one is in amber, but the battery is really weak now, so you can't really see the bright light because it's really weak. I think time to take off the battery, because if the battery is in there for too long, these are alkaline batteries, they can start to corrode, you see. Okay, one of the first ones I used wood wrap. It's my Raptor model. Okay, I've also done one Trooper model. Okay, Trooper model is all in white, and for some of the models I've actually used a D-ring as well. This one has a D-ring, and which other ones? There are some. Let me see. I can't remember where. Okay, but there are some models that have done with a D-ring. This is actually an optional thing. If you want, I can edit for you as well. Okay, I don't really give or install cover tags. Why? Because over here we do not sell cover tag clips. It's not that I don't try. I've been trying to look for the supplier, the cover tag clips, the belt clip, but it's not found in this region. If I were to buy it from US, that's too expensive, because the cover tag clip is only about $10. It's the shipping that kills it. The shipping is at least 4 to 5 times more expensive than the clip itself. So if you add down the cost times the exchange rate, this is the price is ridiculous. So in the absence of the cover tag clip, so I offer D-rings. Okay, they can put this over and tie it to the belt. Okay, so this is a Trooper model. The Trooper model comes with 4 LEDs. Okay, red, orange, green, and yellow. And the light here, I put in a white LED. And this white LED, those days I came out with one of my very first day blades. Okay, let me see whether I have it here. No, I don't have it here now. So basically it's a clear polycarbonate tube, and inside I put colored films. So by putting in the different day blades, you can actually get different color from the white light here. So this is a Trooper model. And then of course I've also done basically all these are for sale models. Along the way, I've also done a lot of one-offs. These are the models that I've done one only. A lot of them have been sold, and there are some that I've done one-off which I kept for myself. Okay, let me see one of the earlier ones. This is one of the earlier ones that I did. This is a one-off that I did for myself. That year I made about almost 10 sabers to be given to family members for Chinese New Year, and this is the one I made for myself. This one has got RGB, red, green and blue, and this one has got 7 colors. Okay, 7 different colors. So of course if you turn 2 you get purple, blue, green and red you get yellow and those kind of things. Okay, and also it's fitted with sound as well. So this is the sound card. This is an economy sound card, and behind here I've also done a pseudo crystal chamber. So there's a light here that when you hit you can change color, 3 different colors. Red, that is blue, red, purple. Okay, so that's the crystal chamber. Combination of wood and also gold wrap as well, with a flat head. And let me show you also some of the earlier ones. This one has got 4 LEDs, no sound, red, green, blue and white color as well. So this one has got 12 color combinations if I'm not mistaken. By pressing different colors, red, let's say, and red and blue, you get purple. Then the red and green, then you get yellow color. Okay, so the white color will make it, let's say if it's red and white, then you make it the pink. Yeah, those kind of things. So this one has got the 12 color combinations. It's got the 3 very long claws there. Looks like the seed stalker saber. Okay. Along the way, I've also done a cross guard saber. Okay. This one is in blue. So this is not the Sith, this is a Jedi version of it. Also with sound. And some of the LEDs I can also place up front. Okay. So when it flash, this one will also blink. The lighted AV switch can also blink. Can you see that? Actually, it's not really that easy to see the lights from the LED, right? Because just above me here, there's a 1200 lumen LED light in using a spotlight kind of lamp. So it's basically concentrating the light down on this. So this work area here is designed, this is normally my work area, and this one is designed to be very bright so that it's easy for me to work with. So the light from this light above here, which is not very high up from the table, is actually very, very bright. So against that, the LED, sometimes you can see it properly, sometimes you can't. I've also done a curved saber. Okay, this is my curved saber. This is in red. I've got the sound version and also the non-sound version. I've opened up pre-sale for it for a period of time. After the pre-sale period, I no longer do this anymore. Okay, so this is my version of the curved saber. Okay, I hope you can see it. There are some holes here and also some cutouts here. Okay. Okay, this one is inspired by the Saber Forge Bane. Okay. Okay, let me show you some of the one-off sabers that I've done. This is one of the very simple hilts I've done. It's got nothing basically but just like the ends and the pommel, which looks like in metal, and then inside here looks like a grip. This is This is actually also rubber grips. That's what we use, rubber grips. And if I take it out, the whole saber just looks like this. Very simple, but this is meant to be attached to my katana hilt so that it looks more like a sword instead of a pattern kind of hilt. So there's only one button here, on off switch, to turn the whole blade on, to light up the blade. Okay, so this is my katana hilt. I also did another variation of that. Let me see, this is the one. This is also the same concept as that. However, this one is bigger, and this behind here, this one is in red color actually, no battery. However, this one behind here, there's a screw part which I can put in a coupler, and I have a very long staff, about 5 foot, okay, that I can combine to here to make it into like a spear. Okay, the spear head is this blade here. This one is the Guan Yu blade. There's a famous general in Chinese history who fights with a spear, and so this is like one of the, this is a acrylic blade fashioned to make into a spear that can be combined. Okay, so this one has two use: short as a knife and long as a spear. Other one-offs, okay, this is one I think you have seen before. This one is the Ram Kota, which I have also put into the catalog as well. Okay, this one is in green, also with sound. This sound card inside here is a very old sound card that I bought. I think this is a Hasbro card, very old one with swing sensor, but very soft, and the reaction is very slow, soft as well. Okay, this is a Ram Kota. I've uploaded a video, and also this one is done not too long ago. Okay, I've also done another one called the Shark. Okay, this one was done also not that long ago, so this year. This one has got a purple blade. Okay, also got sound. And it's got a very heavy pommel with a screw, which is metal. This one is a metal pommel, which is very heavy. This one is nicknamed the Shark. Okay, and it's got one line of windows here, and the side profile makes it look a bit like the Shark. Okay, got some windows here for the blades. Now all my economy sound cards switch configuration come in two switches, one for the light and the other one for the sound. So if you do not want the sound, you just have to turn off, then you have a mute mode. Okay. Then I've also shown you the Trinity model before. Okay.
Sentinel.
This one is in white color. I think this is a faulty soundboard that I got. The clash sound works, but the swing sound somehow is not there. Maybe something wrong with the swing sensor. Okay, this is my Trinity model. It's got 3 lights here, 3 lights here, 3 lights here. Everything is times 3. 3 openings, 3 dots here, and 3 dots here as well. So that's why it's called the Trinity model. It's got this So that's a Trinity. Or this one is fitted with the one-off sound card I got from some place, one of the ones that I bought in for testing. So the operation is a bit different from the usual ones. Okay, and then I've also made a raven kind of a saber, something that looks like a raven saber. Okay, this one is in red color, of course, raven, and with a Kylo Ren inspired sound card, also with a crystal chamber. This one, the sound is not so loud. Why? Because the palmer here got this big piece and then I can only drill small holes here in the, so the small holes will make it softer. Okay, but this is the Raven model. Then I also did one the Imperial Knights model. Okay, this one of course it has to be white Imperial Knights, also with the sound card. This one is a bit louder, but the holes are also small, therefore it's a bit softer. And I also installed a ring at the back. Okay, so instead of the D-ring or cover tag, so this is using the ring at the back. Okay. Imperial Knights model, clean and simple. These are all one-off. These are not my catalog items, just that the ones that I've made for fun over the years. This one is not that old, couple of months I think. Okay, and of course one of my latest one, this is the latest one that I did. This is yesterday. This is the remount. Okay, this is using the Spark 2, so therefore it's loud, plus the speaker is also big, so therefore it's loud. I've done a video review of this yesterday, so you can actually have a look at that. The main feature of course is the LED with the running lights. Okay, so that's the remount saber. And also I want to show off to you my saber lamp. This is basically a saber with a base, so this is basically used like a lamp. Okay, it's got this wire here, which is basically a USB. You can plug this into the wall. Okay, and then there's a remote control to turn this on and off, and also to adjust the brightness as well as there are various modes, blinking modes, fading in, fading out, those kind of modes. So this is my saber lamp. I've also sold a few of these as well. The only problem is this one cannot really be shipped, and most of the ones that I've sold, basically either they come and collect or I send it there. Why? Because this base here is quite big. Because of the base, the packaging has to be bigger than normal, and because of that it drives up the shipping cost to quite a bit more, even though this piece is okay. Sorry about that, just now the card was full. So, and I also realized just now that the curved saber wasn't very clear in the video. It was actually hidden most of the time. So I want to show you the curved saber again. Okay, so this is the curved saber. It's basically inspired by the Saber Forge Bane model. Let me just give this a wipe. You see, a lot of this can be shine because this is actually dark chrome. Okay, so if you handle it with the hand, and then the fingerprints will come about. So if you give it a wipe, and then you will see it becomes much shinier than before. Okay, this one has got some details over here. Okay, this one is in red, And then there are also some details at the back. This one has got no sound. Okay, the pommel. I opened this for pre-order some time ago, and once the pre-order period is over, I don't make it anymore. So this is my own, and some that have already been ordered has already been shipped out. That's quite some time ago. Okay. And I was also talking about the Saber lamp. Okay, this the Saber lamp. The Saber lamp uses a USB, and I say I don't ship this. Why? Because of the size of the base. It makes it makes a package too big, and the shipping costs too expensive to ship. So basically, those are some of the ones that is still in my possession, in my collection. I've made a lot of one-offs that has already been given to the owner, sold off already. So unfortunately, I don't have a lot of those sabers that I've made before, which is one-off, which is no longer with me. One thing I like to point out to you is that most of these sabers are made with what I call uPVC. This is not the normal PVC. This is a PVC material. Okay, it's quite soft, and is easy to cut in and everything. So most of my sabers are not made with that. Most of them are made with this. This is called uPVC. U is unplasticized PVC, and this is just a normal PVC. But this normal PVC is quite soft because it has got to run through the machine, and the machine has got curves and bends, so it need to be able to bend and to run through the assembly line. See, whereas this one is made in a long straight configuration. There's no bends or anything like that. So this is made much tougher. It doesn't have any compound inside to make it bend. So this uPVC is actually a much harder and a stronger material than the PVC. And you see, this is the thickness of the wall that we use. So this is really very thick. And what we do is that the whole entire piece is one piece. So let's say if we talk about this from the top here until the very end here, this whole thing inside here is actually one piece. It is not joined together by glue or threads or anything like that. So this is really strong. Look at the thickness of it, and so the rest of these are just shrouds or additional pieces that added on top of that one piece. So as far as strength is concerned, this one is really strong. I haven't had one case where you take this and you hit it and it has ever broken. Never. So from the so many that I've sold, it has never broken at all. And even if you drop this saber on the ground, there's no problem at all. It won't bend or it won't break or anything like that. Okay. Sometimes, occasionally, when I run out of this, I would use ABS. So this is ABS. Okay. But I would use more of this. So thank you for watching. If you like my YouTube channel, do subscribe. And if you have any questions or any comments, just write down below or put it inside my Facebook, then I'll come back to you. Thank you for watching.